What's up, my Fortnite friends? Johnny5 Alive here, and in today's video we're going to be looking at Bullet Storm Jonesy. In the last video I showed you guys the new neon light machine gun, and I was talking about how perfectly it would go with Bulletstorm Jonesy. I was playing a regular kind of assault Jonesy with the gun, and now I've got him up to the equivalent of 30 out of 33 stars, so we could do a direct comparison to how I did with the... what was the other Jonesy I was playing with? Special Forces. Now, they are similar heroes. I'm going to show you guys the stats here on this guy. So, he has the debilitating shots, and as he's firing, he increases his fire rate. He reloads faster when his magazine is empty. He has going commando. Increased vulnerability stacks up to 5 times. Has some ammo recovery. More ammo recovery. And then frag grenades, and then increased fire rate even faster, and then increased ammo capacity of all weapons by 40%. So he's definitely built for the light machine guns, and if you guys haven't seen the last video I did, go check it out. It's all about the new light machine gun, the neon gun. And I do have some thoughts on it now that I've played with it for a while, and we'll get into it while I'm killing some stuff. So let's go find a comparable map here. We did a 64 last time, so I want to find a encampment that is a 64. I thought I saw one and it disappeared on me. Well, this will be what we're going to have to do. Yeah. A 64 encampment. So with the last time I ran it using the Special Forces Jonesy, I had 3673 damage by the end. We're going to try and beat that using this character. Technically, they're roughly about the same character. However, this one conserves more ammo and has a faster fire rate. So the more bullets you're unloading, the faster you're going to fire, and it resets once you reload your weapon. So this is why it's so paramount that you want to use light machine guns, because the ammo capacity on the light machine guns is so freaking huge. So we're going to switch out Jonesy here, Special Forces, for our Bulletstorm, and in our secondary slot we're going to increase our critical hit on assault rifles. And we're going to go with some extra stability. Just a stat pad character with some health recovery. So that looks good. Let's try and beat our score. So essentially, I'm hoping to see that we get more damage output just from the rate of fire that comes with the Bulletstorm Jonesy. And if so, if it's a lot better, I definitely want to get this character to 4 stars no matter what. So I can go do the Survive the Storm 7-day, and we'll do a video on that. It might take a little while. It should be pretty challenging. Where is this storm? Oh no, I'm low on mats. That's not good. See the storm? That guy fell. Well. There it is. Oh. This encampment is not active. Wait a second. It was right where I was? Now, one thing that's going to affect the overall damage by the end of this is if the other players are killing everything. So we're going to try the neon assault rifle. It is super powerful. It's definitely good for, like, wrecking those smashers. Oh, there's so many enemies around, and that's not from the encampment. So, an update on this gun. How do I feel about it? It's a very powerful gun. I love it. It's great for Bulletstorm Jonesy and Special Forces soldiers that you can get in the game. Oh boy, it's insanely good for wrecking smashers. Watch this. Melts them. I love it, and I got that AoE splash, so it's also good on big packs of enemies. Let's go over to that. The only downside, and I'd say it's a fairly large downside, and this is going to apply to all the neon weapons, is that it requires quite a bit of bacon. Now, I don't use bacon for much other than a few traps, and my life savings of bacon was at about 1,000, 5 stacks of 200. As you can see here, I am less than 4 stacks now. So I've used about 300 bacon just gaining enough EXP to get this guy to 30. So you can imagine how quickly your life savings of bacon will get chewed up using this neon light machine gun. And that goes for any light machine gun. It just, you're going to be chewing through ammo so quickly. So, oh boy. Let's get this guy out. Yeah, that's the one downside of light machine guns, is you are chewing through a lot of ammo. And that can be said with almost any soldier, really. Urban Assault has crazy fire rate, so she goes through a lot of ammo as well. It's just the nature of the soldiers, so you do have to farm lots of nuts and bolts. However, with the energy weapons like this, they use bacon to create the energy cells, and that is quite a problem. So as an alternative, I have crafted myself this light machine gun, and I'll show you guys the stats on this guy in a second. I would say it's comparably good to the neon. It doesn't have that group splash damage, so when they're grouped up like that, it doesn't do as nearly as much damage. It has a 40% increased magazine size, so you can see the ammo clip at the bottom there, guys. It is freaking huge. Holds 178 bullets. So it is quite awesome. It does chew through the ammo quite quickly. That guy just keeps falling. It is hilarious. If I had wood, that would be able to go a little faster. All right, here we go. Boop. Oh. So when you rally, you get a little bit of ammo back, and there's the waste not want. You have a 16% chance to restore ammo without rally. So hopefully that helps when you're shooting this much ammo this quickly. But I can barely notice the difference. I just feel like I'm losing so much ammo all the time. But this hero's feeling pretty good compared to Special Forces. He definitely feels like he's firing faster. Getting that damage out on the enemies a lot quicker, but I'm also flying through the ammunition quite quicker. So, but he has the increased reload speed when your clip is empty, which is phenomenal. Let's get up there. Really wish I had wood so I could put a launcher down faster. This is a really good trick. What I usually, like I did it again, you have to wait till it glows. What I highly recommend, guys, is putting a wood piece on the end before you put the launcher. It just builds a lot quicker, so you can use that jump pad instantly. That guy just says in chat, wait, you're a YouTuber? WTF, he keeps falling. Surprise, dude, you're in my video! I'm definitely throwing caution to the wind compared to Special Forces Jonesy, and I didn't do anything to change my survivability. So I think what's happening here is because I have such a high fire rate, and I have the Mythic Grenadier in my bonus slot, support slot, she gives health back on every 3 hits or whatever. So because I'm hitting so much more often, my health is recharging. So that is quite awesome. Yeah, the neon gun rips down the smashers much faster. Even just the packs of enemies you'll see here, it tears through them. It's definitely the better gun out of the two. But when you got to consider your bacon. So what I'm going to be doing running this character is I'll have both light machine guns. I also have this one. This is someone crafted this for me, but I'll be using the Ramirez instead. Something there you can just kind of tap fire and get those kind of pop shots to kill off those lingering long distance guys. Something that does good long range damage. And then I'll have the Neon LMG for the smashers and giant packs of enemies, and that's pretty much the only time I'm going to use it. I'm not going to just kind of run around and spam it all the time, because I do want to conserve that bacon. And I did chew through the bacon quite quickly because I was using nothing but this gun, and I was just really soaking it up and having a ton of fun with it. So if I'm being conservative, I should be fine. I don't want to steal that guy's stuff. Next one's just over here. I'm gonna have to craft another one of these, so I will show you guys the stats while I do that. So here's the rolls on the Terminator LMG. Weapon stability, which isn't that great, and I actually have that roll on this one as well, because I don't find that there's much kickback on these machine guns. Crit chance 14. Wish it was a little bit higher, but that's okay. Magazine size, that's huge for your LMGs. You definitely want that roll, guys. 15% more damage, and then that crit damage is a huge stat roll. So very, very good. You definitely want to try and roll some crit on your LMGs. Mag size and crit damage. So I think both these guns rolled really well, and they did say, the developers said in the next update, or maybe soon, I'm not exactly sure what the timeline is. They said they're working on weaponry rolls, and I'm going to assume the way it works, and I'm making a educated guess based off of what they're hinting at. It's going to be kind of like the reroll system in Diablo 3, if anyone's familiar with that. You get to pick one stat to reroll, and then you can continuously pay to reroll that stat. So, oh boy, this is not good. I got the machine gun out. I can't heal. Oh, wrecked. I'll show you guys a little building trick. I'm playing a little sloppy right now. For the first few encampments, I usually do. But yeah, I think you'll be able to pick one stat and re-roll it, and it locks. Or maybe they'll do a couple stats to re-roll. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna select, you know, the worst stat that you're unhappy about and be able to re-roll that. I would assume that's the case at the very minimum, and maybe there's a chance for. Okay, let's build some walls here. This is my little trick here. You get the high ground. You can upgrade these. It's probably going to drop pretty quick here, though. Definitely always use the brick or metal for doing these little ones. Oh. And the nice thing about this is you can kind of take cover and just turn around, kill all the little guys, and then spin back around and kill the big ones. Is there a guy down here? What's going on? Oh, he get locked underneath. That's hilarious. Hey, little guy. What's going on here? Is there another wave? Bugger's over there, isn't he? You derp. Alright. So I'm pretty excited about the weapon rerolls. Let's see what we have here. I got weapon stability on both these. So I would end up re-rolling those and hoping for. Even fire rate's a great stat to have on these. Definitely rips through your ammo a little bit faster, but that's what you want on these characters. Just to get that ammo out as soon as possible. Definitely going to be chewing through those nuts and bolts, the bacon, all that stuff. So hopefully you guys have an Outlander. I could do a little guide or something on the Outlanders, but I definitely think what you want to do if you're running out of nuts and bolts and you're playing a soldier a lot, get yourself a Pathfinder. And there's also, whoa, oh my goodness, I'm lagging out or something. You want to get yourself a Pathfinder, and then what's the other one? I have another one that I recommend. I'll have to show you guys the main screen, but Pathfinder is definitely the best because they have the golden pinata. Whoa. And then they have the gather rate, so they can break stuff in 2 hits. Any object, they could just farm it in 2 hits. But then they have the increased gather rate. If you can get yourself a second Pathfinder, then it has a bonus slot for your tactical slot. It gives you another 6% chance bonus to get double loot. So in total, you'll have the 12 on your main character, and then the bonus stat 6, giving you 18% chance to get double loot. And that does work with your pickaxe, not for main materials like bricks and wood, but any of the tertiary materials that you will get. Oh my goodness. Okay, maybe my survivability is not as great as I thought it was. Oh god. Oh god. No, 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 no. Oh god, no, no. Heal me, dude, heal me. No. Oh, the encampment reset. Are you kidding me? Keep my head down until this med pack's ready. Here we go. Alright. What was I talking about? The 18% chance to find double loot. So yeah, it's all the tertiary stuff. Nuts and bolts from cars, that counts for. And then the adhesive resin from the trees, the planks. All those are really important materials. And when you're going through the houses and opening up those tin cans, you can get the bacon. And that's huge. So whenever I'm playing like kind of easier missions, or I'm not really carrying, and I don't need a lot of DPS, I always rock up my double Pathfinder build. I showed that in a couple days ago. I was playing a little build of that, but I wasn't actually doing any gathering in that video. But it definitely helps that 18%. It's like a 1 in 5 chance essentially to get the double loot. And if you end up getting like 2 or 3 pieces of bacon and it procs, it means you're going to get 4 or 6. So it's absolutely a must-have if you're playing soldier a lot, because you're going to need the bacon, the nuts and bolts, and having a Pathfinder to kind of restock you on everything. Like right now, I have no more nuts and bolts. Oh god. Speaking of which, I don't know what I'm going to do about ammo. All my weapons are dry. Oh boy. This is not going too well. Weapons are dry. I got no heals. Buddy over here is not helping. Oh, please don't reset again. Where's the other dude? I think I'm actually out of ammo. Okay, it's gonna reset here. Let's see how much ammo or nuts and bolts I have here. 121. Let's prioritize the neon gun here. I don't think we're gonna be able to go with that in camp. Oh, we just got more players joined in. Now, see, that's the problem with doing the comparison to the Special Forces Jonesy that I was looking at last time, because we didn't do a full clear. So I feel like I was dishing out more damage. I was dying less. I had more people helping out. So I don't know if it's going to be a good comparison, but I do feel like I've been dishing out a lot of damage in this 15-minute period. Now, when I tried it out with the Special Forces, we cleared all the encampments, and I was just running around talking for the last few minutes. So there's also 3 minutes of downtime that I wasn't shooting. So there, you know, there's that to take into consideration. So I don't know how good these comparisons are going to be. I am screwed. Let's completely hide for a second here. Probably shouldn't have done that. Oh my goodness. What is the mob type here? I can't see while I'm down. These other guys are just running around. See, I think with this game, the difficulty scales with more teammates, and the fact they're not doing anything is pretty aggravating. Oh well. Well, I might as well go get some nuts and bolts. I think I stopped with about 3 minutes left last time. I was dishing a lot of damage, but I felt like I was dying more than I was doing damage. Still feel like he's a great hero. He's definitely going to be really strong once I get him to 4 stars, because he's going to have that survivability. And my secondary slot with the assault rifle crit chance, I think what I'll do is I'll upgrade that guy from epic to legendary. And no mimic. From epic to legendary to increase the survivability factor higher. Get him to 4 stars as well. And I can really get this Jonesy with a ton of survivability. And he'll be really rocking it up then. And once I do that, then I will go try and take on the new survival mode challenge, which is, I'll do the 40 mode, level 40 on 7 days. The mobs start off at level 40, but by the time you get to the 7th day, they're like level 100. And the mobs we're fighting here that are kicking my butt are level 64. So I think that'll be very hectic and crazy. I know I tried it in the winter update. We did the 70 survival, and we got to the last day and lost. And I think we lost because there was a boss type that spawned with a basically, he healed himself when he hit walls, and he was like a smasher, and so we couldn't kill him. And so he's just like breaking everything, and inevitably that's a loss. And I have a feeling that they have fixed some of those boss types so that they're not like getting these stats where they're broken and just making it unbeatable. So if that's the case, I think we'll be able to go do the 7-day survival and actually stand a chance. So that's what my fingers crossed, and I definitely want to do it with my Bulletstorm Jonesy here. But if I'm going to do that, I got to farm my nuts and bolts, get some more bacon, be sure I'm stocked up on 4K mats of all types, as well as maybe 1,000 plus nuts and bolts, so I could go through the whole 7 days without any worries. I definitely ran out of ammo here on this run, but we at least got the 5 encampments done, no bonuses. Still curious to know how much damage I put out. I felt like I was comparable to the last run. We'll have to see. I definitely feel like I performed better last time, so if I did 3,600 damage or more, he's definitely a much better hero. Let's see here. Whoa! Alright. That's what I'm looking to see. So that fire rate that he has on the weapon definitely shows there. He's definitely 25% better than a Special Forces hero in terms of damage output. So, good to see. Now, how does he compare to Urban Assault, which is considerably the best soldier in the game? That would be a comparison for another day, but I do not have the Urban Assault leveled up. She's definitely a complete badass. She doesn't have Warcry, I don't think, but she has stronger debilitating shots. So they would be comparable, I think. Yeah, I'm curious to see. But I would have to say between him, I'll show you guys the heroes, Bulletstorm Jonesy and Urban Assault Headhunter. Definitely the 2 strongest soldiers in the game right now. However, Urban Assault is going to be good with any assault rifle, whereas Bulletstorm Jonesy, you definitely want those high ammo capacity guns. The other Outlander I was talking about in the middle of the video was Recon Scout. So Recon Scout and Pathfinder, they give you those increased up chance to get double loot. Both really good gathering Outlanders. But this was the special edition. There is another Recon Scout that you can get. It's this one. So that's the one you can just get from regular llamas. And then there's Pathfinder Jess. And then this guy was from the Halloween event. So if you're playing and you happen to grab Pathfinder Jess and Recon Scout, you want to pair these 2 together and do your gathering with those. And that'll stock up your soldiers quite well. Boom. So there you go, guys. Bulletstorm Jonesy is absolutely awesome. I'm excited to see what he's like with 4 stars. If we go to my loadout here, if I evolve him to legendary, get him a 4th star, get him 4 stars, we're going to have a ton of survivability stat pads. It'll be great. And then from there, we will go to the Survive the Storm and try that out. So stay tuned for that, guys. I will hopefully try to survive the storm. I just need a lot more prepping first. It's the last thing I need to do in this event. I just beat the last act in this, and they gave me the hero choice. I now have, just from opening the llamas that come from the events, I've gotten all 4 legendary heroes, and I ended up picking the Ted Shot Jess. I got 2 of them because her bonus stat, if you slot her into your support, increases sniper rifle critical hit damage by, it's 77%, I believe, if you upgrade it. So obviously, if you're going to main a sniper and that she has all the increased sniper damage, you're going to want that sniper crit damage as well. So I'm really curious to level up both of these to 3 stars, even 3 or 4. And see how they compare to a soldier or even my favorite character, the Ranger Deadeye. So lots of good content to still make. I just need to farm that hero EXP, but we got the 3-star Jonesy pretty darn quickly. Took me a couple sessions, and that's about it. So definitely recommend this character, guys. Come play the Cyber event. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. And that's going to do it for this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye now.